Immigration is a touchy subject, but a lot of people deal with it, and sometimes you get a lot of misconceptions. You don't understand exactly where to go and what help you need to get to where you want to be as an immigrant. But today we got Andre Mejer Law here, and he is Andre Mejer, the owner and president, and he's an immigration attorney, and you're going to fill us in, and we're going to be talking about some interesting things in a short amount of time to help out individuals who definitely need your help. So first and foremost, welcome back to Arizona Daily Mix.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you for having me. Yes, I'm Andres Mejer, and I'm an immigrant. I admit it.
Yeah.
I came to this country as a child not speaking English. When I was 6, most of my education was here. I moved to Israel as an adult not speaking Hebrew. I was born in Chile. I lived in Chile twice. I lived in Israel twice.
You
I
are
lived
international.
in the US twice. Mini UN.
Yeah, you are international. But today we're going to talk about the 4 pillars of reform when it comes to immigration and the work that you do to help individuals who have, since you've walked in their shoes, are doing it now, and they just want to have that opportunity, and that's what you're presenting them with, the opportunity to change their lives.
Correct. So I wrote a book, Do You Qualify for U.S. Legal Status? It talks about the 9 principal paths to get legal status. Anybody can get it on my website, andresmejerlaw.com. But today, immigration reform is a hot topic. Last week, President Trump announced his proposal for immigration reform.
Correct.
This is not the first time immigration reform has been discussed. But at the end of the day, if it's going to be successful, it really has to carry 4 key pillars.
And let's talk about those pillars. We're going to talk about the Black Panther pillar, which is the legal status, and that incorporates the Dreamers, which we've heard a lot about, and the TPS holders. So explain that really quickly.
So we have over 11 million undocumented immigrants in the United States.
Yes,
in Arizona alone, there's over 275,000. So Black Panther path to legal status has to address the undocumented population. They have to have a path to achieve legal status, whether it's just legal status or it's a path directly to citizenship. People like Bambari John Bamba, who was a military leader in the Black Panther movie, who came out and said, I'm a DACA holder and I'm not afraid to come out. So we have between DACA and TPS over 1.1 million undocumented immigrants that have work authorization, that speak English, that pay taxes. They need a path to normalcy and to stay here.
Because they're doing everything right.
Correct.
They're doing everything right. Well, let's talk about Ted Cruz, the border security. This involves technology, the wall, and the Ted Cruz issue. So people are very up in arms about this right now because this is a big deal.
I know it's weird, but I'm an immigration attorney and I'm okay with a wall.
Yes, there you go.
I don't have a problem with a wall, but we need reasonable border security measures, because at the end of the day, the wall itself, well, we don't need a wall over water, but the wall itself isn't going to help those that come by plane and overstay their visas.
Right.
So we need reasonable technology, people, and the wall where it's appropriate to control our borders, and not just in the South, but also in the North. We want to have border security. And we also want to be able to allow people to enter legally, like those that are claiming asylum. So this administration has fought and tried to limit asylum, and if we get rid of it, then we lose people like Senator Ted Cruz and Senator Marco Rubio, whose parents came here as Cuban refugees. They got asylum. So we need to have a way for people who flee persecution, who are afraid to go back to their country, to stay here legally. So that's the second pillar. The third pillar is chaplain reforms. So Charlie Chaplin, very well known, obviously is since deceased, he was deported from the United States for purely political reasons. They perceived him to be a communist or a socialist, and they said, you're undesirable, we don't allow you into the United States. We need to depoliticize our court system. At the end of the day, if I committed a crime, I shouldn't be here. But my political views, this is America, and my political views should not be a basis for why I get to stay here or I don't. So we need our immigration courts to be the same as bankruptcy court or tax court, to be independent from the Department of Justice, independent from politics. And we need more judges.
There's so much information. Unfortunately, I have to cut you short right there because we ran out of time. But we're probably going to have you come back and do some more because this is informative. It's a lot to take in just a few minutes, and there are people out there that are saying, yes, I need Andre. So if you want, go to his website, please. It's andremejerlaw.com, and he covers everything from deportation to immigration and just to how make your life a little bit simpler as you enter the United States.